Hello, Chiamero TV viewers, and welcome to Siasa. My name is Godfrey Butiga. Today we speak to Beatrice Karwitha, an aspirant for North Imenti parliamentary seat on the Jubilee ticket. Mheshimiwa Beatrice, karibu kwenye siasa.
Asante. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you for the hosting. My name is Beatrice Karwitha Kirago, an aspiring member of parliament for the North Imenti parliamentary seat. I'm vying under the Jubilee ticket, and people are saying that the party is dead, but I can tell you the Jubilee party is not dead. I'm passionate about this party, and I joined this party and I decided that I want to run under the party when we under the NDC, and also we under Sagana 3, whereby we were taken step by step by the end of Presidential Delivery Unit 1, Mr. Wakayo, on what the Jubilee government has been able to deliver since inception.
Okay.
And even before then, I've been very keen on what the Jubilee government is doing. I've been sitting in the board of management in a parastatal called Kevevapi. This is a state appointment. I was appointed in this position by His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya. This is after I lost the elections in 2017, and as I continue doing what I needed to do on my own private consultancy, because I am a procurement consultant.
Okay.
I consult on matters of procurement, working very closely with Kenya Institute of Supplies Management,
Yes,
to streamline every process whereby resources for Kenyans are utilized. I'm very key in that field because I understand if we don't have the procurement processes being done right in the county government, in the national governments, or in any other state government unit, then we cannot have proper accountability. So that is my profession. I have previously worked with the Coca-Cola company, way since I finished or I cleared the university for 10 years. I left my profession, that is in the multinational, to vie to be a member of parliament in the same constituency in 2017. And I can tell you, I was the only lady vying to be a member of parliament in both Meru and the Rakanithi counties in 2017.
All right. Before we maybe talk about so much about what you have done, most probably you would like to tell me, most probably the people of North Imenti and Kenyans, who is Beatrice Karwitha just in a nutshell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Beatrice Karwitha is a lady who is born and brought up in Meru. I come from Gyaki, a food basket of this country.
Okay.
I went to school in Kaga Girls, and I think that's why I got the confidence to say that I want to lead. And I know Meru women have not been given an opportunity to shine in the political platform. That is why I said I'm going to be the trailblazer, and I went to the ballot in 2017. I'm coming back again, and I'm happy to report that we are not just, it's not just me this time around, we have other ladies. Because they saw what I was able to do, I was able to secure myself a position, and I've been able to mentor very many women. We are also over 10 of us vying in the Jubilee party, which I am passionate, which I have revived. Yes. I sit in that party as the organizing secretary for the Jubilee caucus from Meru County, whereby our chairman is Shandrak Muiti, who is vying in South Imenti, and our patron or the deputy party leader coming from Meru is Gatobu. So we have come together as leaders who feel we need to champion a common agenda, because I can tell you why the Jubilee government has not been able to do so much in Meru is because of disunity among our leaders. Okay. If you can't have leadership whereby the member of parliament, the senator, the governor cannot sit and engage, because if you're pushing for resources for your region, you have to do it as a team. Okay. Put your political differences together, put your personal differences together, and champion a common cause. Fight for your region. Yes. Let us also have members of parliament who understand the budgeting process. I don't understand why Mheshimiwa Rahim has been sitting in parliament and not ensured that my Mayu roads come to Meru. That's why I feel he needs to go home. His time is over. And I'm not proud, but I know I am competent. I have the capacity to bring resources to Meru and to North Imenti. And as a woman leader who understands For you to have resources allocated to your constituency or to your county, you must start from the grassroots. Okay. Engage people. Let the people tell you through the public participation what is their agenda, what they would want done for their region, now so that we push that around.
Sorry, now that you have mentioned the current MP for North Imenti, what do you think you want to do differently from what he has done so far?
I feel I can represent the people better. We don't see anything much that the MP has done. Managing CDF is not his role. There is a committee that has a chair that is managed by a team, independent team. So apart from managing CDF, which he has also poorly managed, without without equality, because if you're managing CDF and you have bursaries, you award them properly to every ward and use the public notice boards to show accountability. How did you divide, how did you allocate the funds? How did you allocate the funds among the schools? Give priority also to the ones who are already marginalized. Don't just sell our CDF funds to areas that are not even within our constituency. And we know where he gets votes from is in other regions, whereby he has been selling, where he has been disbursing our CDF funds through bursaries to other people. You cannot also lead people by giving them fish. You can only show them how to fish. Mheshimiwa Rahim is fond of giving people fish. Like now we know he's...
Okay, I know he may not be here to defend himself.
You will call him, then he'll defend himself. Sure, because what I'm telling you is factual. Okay. You can't have people lining up in your office to get half a kg of unga and 250 grams of cooking oil. If I was to do this differently, I would even start a portion meal for the people who are disadvantaged. Have them in an organized CBO. Start for them even a portion meal. You can even start a small factory, cottage industry.
You're not talking about your agenda? That's your
now,
agenda?
Yes, that's my agenda. What I will do differently from what he's doing. Then I'm saying representation has failed us. Where we do not have my Mayu runs extended to Meru. By the way, I'll tell you this. In 2016, I was among the leaders, despite not even being elected, who went through the Ministry of Water. When you saw, I don't know if Siameru TV was not operating them, I went to the Ministry of Water and pushed through my friends to have 5 dams allocated in Meru. Kideno Dam plus other 4 dams. And we launched them with the Cabinet Minister, Eugene Wamalo, on the end of March 2016, when I was very green in politics. Okay. When he came and contributed 3 million in my church, in Gyaki Parish, whereby I have started a church with a partnership with the Catholic Church and a school called St. Philip's.
Other than that, what is your other agenda?
My other agenda is to be a better legislator. Yeah. We have issues with taxation. We have issues with so many other government projects. And if you really understand why the common mwananchi is suffering, it is because of the taxes the members of parliament approve. We need to see our members of parliament question every taxation issue. It is okay, we can only run this government by paying taxes. Can we expand the tax bracket? Are we sure we have exhausted the tax brackets to ensure that everybody pays taxes that are fair, other than just other than exaggerating taxes, especially on the basic commodities? Okay. I have an issue with that because bread, milk, and unga, these are basic commodities. Yes. When it comes to animal feeds, these are very key products or commodities. Let us raise taxes on cigarettes. Let us raise taxes on alcohol. If you can afford a bottle of Tusker, I'm not saying you drink, then you should be able to pay even more taxes. I have an issue of the way taxes are being done. Number 2, we have an issue of the way revenue is allocated. And some of these issues, some of these proposals or bills are passed in parliament. Yes. Because we cannot have a county like Meru, which is like 70% agricultural fund, yet we do not have proper budgets for agriculture. Okay. We also have a county whereby the belt that extends all the way through the Lapset belt, we have serious minerals. These areas have not been exploited, yet we have a member of parliament in place. That's why I'm saying either we don't have, we need a leader like me who really understands what do you need to do so that there's a ripple effect and a net effect to how the mwananchi gets affected.
Mheshimiwa, what inspired you to join politics?
What is?
What inspired you to join politics?
What inspired me to join politics is that basically I am a I'm people driven.
Okay.
And I'm not this leader who is keen to be elected to serve my personal interest.
Yes.
And when you realize most of politicians go to get into politics for their own personal gains. And I'm requesting our people, for the first time, let them try to interrogate the people. Let us see what this leader stands for. Understand your leader, because if you interact with your leaders frequently, you can for sure tell who is keen on supporting the people.
Yes.
And who is keen on building their business empire.
Right.
We know the number of buildings in this town belonging to a few politicians. I'm not sure they can account for them, but I'm not saying I'm the body or the agency that is supposed to do that. But let people question the leaders who they want to support. And I'm sure when it comes to Imenti, I'm not saying my other sisters and brothers are not supposed to be supported, but I feel deep inside my heart, I have the people's interest. When you look at the sports industry, I feel very sad that every football team
Yes.
will call me, oh, we need jerseys, oh, we need footballs, we need the nets, we need glucose. Sometimes they even ask for glucose, we need water. But after they go around and play the tournaments, what next for them? I have gone out of my way. I can show you letters here. I have written proposals. I have trying to partner with the management of the English Premier League, so that they come to Kenya. The Arsenals, the Manchester United, they come play in Kenya. And through a foundation that we are also setting up, they support through building a football academy. As our footballers play, then they can also be recruited into the local football academy, so that their skills can be enhanced. We do capacity building for them, and we can now export our talents there. The same ones we are able to take there can now support the other upcoming. And I can show you those letters. I have them here.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a little bit on Jubilee politics. Huh?
Yes.
You want to run on a Jubilee ticket.
Yes.
And there have been claims that Jubilee is likely to fund some of its candidates. What is your take on that?
I'm not privy to that information, but of course parties will always support their candidates with materials, maybe with visibility, because as you join politics, you also plan yourself around how you're going to survive. Just in case the party doesn't come through for you, then you should be able to run your politics properly, effectively, up to the time you go to the ballot. 2017, I learned my lessons. I joined politics a bit so early. I was eager to supporting the people, so I was also giving a lot of support, motivation to the supporters, but it didn't work for me very well, because I was seen as a lady who has so much money and who is coming to solve their problems in terms of how they can be able to survive for the 1 year I was in politics.
In other words, you're not joining Jubilee because you are likely to get the funding?
No. For me, it's purely to support my people and for people to see what type of a leader I am and what I'm going to deliver.
So then why did you choose Jubilee?
I chose Jubilee because I have seen what the Jubilee government has been able to deliver. And I also saw there's no fairness in the local party being branded as the best party. Because when they held their NDC, I didn't attend. I was not invited. That was already a red alert that they have already chosen the few people they believe in. Because even during their NDC, if you can follow, I'm sure it's online, they said this is a party we have started to hand over to our children and our grandchildren. And when you look at the party leadership, I'm not a grandchild, neither am I a son or a daughter of the party leadership. So for me, I kept off from that party. And also, it is very hard to separate the bus party or a regional party from the performance of the current leadership. If you look at this hotel, when I used to come here in 2016 when I was campaigning, that is when Waziri Peter Munya was the governor. The place was full. Right now, there's no business. I am brought up in this town. The development scorecard is 20%, if I can give them the highest. So I didn't want to be associated with a party whose scorecard is low, and people will not separate the development record of the party with the leadership of the party. Okay. So I was keen on being in a party whereby I can stand and say I'm in this party because of 1, 2, 3.
What is your experience as a woman in leadership? What's your experience?
It is rough, especially in this patriarchal culture of Meru, but I'm happy that the Merus are changing. Before you don't even stand and speak. I have moved around, I've been around, I've not even been to the city for the last 3 weeks. I'm actually conducting a project. I brought this. I'm currently reviving cotton farming in this region because we grew up when we were planting cotton. Our parents were cotton farmers, sunflower farmers, tobacco farmers. I worked in the ginnery. That is what gave me 6 months experience to get space to work in Coca-Cola.
Yes.
So I'm very passionate about a crop that grew us and gave us an opportunity to work in the villages.
Okay.
The boy child is more endangered. I know you have brothers. Nobody will accommodate you in Nairobi if you don't have experience.
Okay.
For you even to get opportunity to work in a multinational, the first qualification is what is your experience.
Right.
So this crop gave me some experience to get me some employment opportunity. I'm reviving this crop in the area that it has been tested. We've done our research with people from different countries, and this is a crop I'm reviving. Initially, cotton was bought at 5 shillings per kg. I've gotten the farmers.
You're reviving it in Imenti North?
Yes, Imenti North and Tigania, part of Tigania, Central Imenti, Gaitu, Mitungo area. But charity begins at home.
Right.
So I have begun with North Imenti. We are rolling out the project to the larger Meru and Mount Kenya East region.
All right, we'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
so, it's good to show what you're doing.
Yeah, sure.
So for the last 3 weeks, this is what I'm working for.
Sure.
Okay. Yes.
Last, I would like us to talk about the event, the church event, the Catholic church event that happened in Gitoro, and the event that happened there. We saw some confrontation. Maybe you'd like you to clear there and tell us exactly what happened in just a nutshell.
Okay.
What really happened?
What happened on CWA is an association of Catholic Women Association. I'm part of the CWA.
Okay.
And this is a church event that happens once every year. I think for the last 2 years, we've not done that event because of COVID. So the women were very excited to come back and pray, because this is a day that is celebrated as the day that Mother Mary, who is the mother of Jesus, accepted to be the mother of Jesus through the message that was brought to her by Angel Gabriel.
Okay.
And we expected to have a wonderful day. First and foremost, I was not in Meru, but I came to Meru because I got notified by the First Lady, our incoming First Lady, Mama Ida, that I'm going to be in Meru tomorrow at this time. So I thought, wow, I cannot miss this function because my good friend Mama Ida was coming. I didn't even know about it. Yes. So the planning was done without any political interference. Even me, who is a CWA lady, didn't know about it. So Mama Ida came to church, and I have done my investigation. The CWA, even chair ladies of prayer houses, didn't know who the chief guest was. We start from there. Okay. It was purely organized by the sister who is in charge of the diocese, Sister Njema. And it was a good thing because they just wanted to pray with women. Okay. And the chief guest was coming to pray with the women. Okay. And
what exactly happened?
I want to tell you, it's good to talk about the part, because I've had people saying Karwitha organized, so it's good to clear the air. So when we came to church, we were all praying, and in the middle of the church, we could hear a bit of noise where we were sitting behind the VIP tent, and I was sitting next to some MCA from Kangeta nominated. I've forgotten her name. She's also nominated, but she's at CW. So she told me, look, at the back there's a lady, women rep candidate, who is busy dishing out money to the women, and you could see she was like moving her hands, stand and go. So I was like, what is happening? Then just at the same time, when Shimiwa Rahim and his team, Murega, walked in, I was like, what is this? I could tell there is something that is not right. Okay. Because as they walked in, now you could hear the mamas at the back making a bit of noise, yet the mass was continuing. Yes. Then now the elephant in the room, when Mama Ainda stood to speak, and as she stood to speak, Sister Gemma was welcoming her. When she introduced herself, I think the ladies at the back who were in uniform, I'm not even sure those are Catholic women, because that is not the behavior I know with our women. Yes. Because after finding out, they are telling me, please, 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 Karwitha, we know you know Mama, kindly bring her back because we want to apologize. The women who were screaming at the back are not part of us. But I understand, I think they came from another region and they were given some money and they were told as you walk out, there will be more money. And you know, people are taking advantage of vulnerable women. But now it was clear that nobody is going to speak in church apart from the chief guest. I hope you also heard that if you're there. And after Mama Enda spoke, we gave her the gifts and she left. How come politicians who are not even Catholics were given an opportunity to speak? I am here, I am a Catholic, I was not given an opportunity. Now comes Honorable Rahim, was asked to invite a few of us to speak. And what he did was very discriminatory because he only picked politicians who are aligned to his discourse of political ideologies and left us. I'm a Catholic, the ones who he gave an opportunity were not Catholic.
So that's the reason as to why you got agitated?
I didn't get agitated. I went up there and told him, Rahim, with all due respect, I would want to correct what has happened here because these are not, I would want the country to realize that people have not chased Mama Enda away, and I just wanted to say this is not the behavior of the Catholic women. That is the opportunity I had to apologize to this country because that is tainting our Christian values. But Mheshimiwa Rahim has been denying me a chance to speak wherever there is a crowd. You know, he knows I'm a leader, and he knows when I speak, people listen. He did that in Sitam, he did that in another meeting in Gekomene.
Okay.
So to be very honest, when the devil decides to take over, there has to be a way of dealing with him. You deal with him with prayers, and even with wigs. If you check with twigs, even in the Bible.
Do you support what happened?
No, I don't support what, and he's the one who pushed me first. You know, I don't like looking like a crybaby. Okay. As he went down, actually even the people who were standing next to me, they even shouted him off. As he went down, he pushed me with his hands. Okay. And you know, Meru is known for, Meru, not all Merus, a few political people have harassed women before. And for me to defend myself, I have to show them I'm not a weakling. Because people want to push you at the corner, at the kitchen or in the bedroom, so that you look like a weakling in politics. I didn't beat Rahim up. He's the one who pushed me earlier. And even the second incident, I was trying to defend myself. But I was telling him, do not continue politicking in church. This is a church, respect our church. And the best thing you can do is even walk out because we want to continue with our mass. So they started trying to beat me up. What
is your message to Mama Ida and about what happened, the bowing and everything?
Mama Ida, we even did a press statement with Sarah Kilemi and the other women leaders. My message to Dr. Mama Ida Odinga is that it's unfortunate that that incident happened. And for the Catholic women, I know those are not your behaviors. Many of you have come to me and you have told me, please, please, Karwitha, get another opportunity so that we host Mama Ida. And we tell her this is not the behavior of our women. The few women who started bringing drama were not even more than 20. These are women who had been given money. People are taking advantage of vulnerable people, giving them money and telling them as you walk out there will be more money. So those are not our behaviors. We are sorry, we apologize. I also know about the planning. Maybe they took advantage of the sister who is very naive. Also, I can say she's naive because she doesn't understand that politicians can easily do that. It was really a shame. And I would ask them to repent. Because that is a sin, not against Mama Ida, but it's a sin against the church and against God.
Your last message to the people of North Imenti?
My last message to the people of North Imenti is that I love peace. I'm a leader who is accountable, and I'm requesting them to give me an opportunity to go and fight for them, not physically fight, but fight for resources to come to our constituency. You've seen how Parliament is activated, especially when there are serious matters to be discussed, when there are issues of budgets to be discussed, where there are issues of revenue generation or revenue divisions. You have to be really tough, you have to be aggressive, and if you're looking for a leader who understands what the role of a member of parliament is, I request you support me. I'm vying under the Jubilee party, and I'm ready to work with every other leader who is elected, who gets nominated, and also to involve the ones who don't get elected because they are leaders through public participation and also push for more opportunities. North Imenti has been marginalized. We don't have enough representation even in the government appointments. Okay. With me up there, I'm sure I can lobby for everybody else to get space. because there's enough for everybody.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa, and thank you for gracing Siasa on Chamero TV.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure, and so thank you for creating time for us.
Thank you, Mutiga and team. I am also requesting you, let us support the young leaders. Let us support leaders who have a vision.
All right.
And we are not saying the ones who are elderly are not capable, but we are the majority. We are the ones who understand our challenges. We are the ones who are taking your children to school. We are the ones who have young wives who require support. Okay. And it is only by us working together to share our common ideologies that we can take this constituency forward.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. Chamero TV, that has been Siasa. I've been hosting Honorable Beatrice Karwitha, an aspirant on Jubilee for the North Imenti parliamentary seat. Thank you for your continued support on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook. See you next time.